Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bear broadcaster John Mass. Glad that you have decided to join us tonight's ball game. A little over 3 minutes remaining till we get started here, live from the Bears Den as our Lady Bears look to take the Lady Cardinals of Belmont. We'll have this game coming up soon. Your screen looks fuzzy now. It'll clear up shortly when we get everybody out to the field and everyone gets things started. You're listening to ACHS Paul Talk right here on ACHS Media. We're excited that you have joined us. We'll be back in a little less than 3 minutes with Lady Bear Basketball. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ACHS Paul Talk. We're glad you joined us tonight. We're live from the Bears Den here as our Lady Bears prepare to take the Lady Cardinals of Belmont High School. Of course, it's a privilege each and every year for us to come out here and be able to present to you the ball games, but we sure do appreciate your viewership and staying tuned with all things Alcorn Central High School. We're about to prepare for the playing of our national anthem. And tonight it'll be sung by senior Luke Jones. And what a wonderful job there by senior Golden Voice member, Mr. Luke Jones. And we're prepared here to give you the starting lineups for both teams, live from the Bears Den. This is Bear broadcaster John Mask. Tonight, I just want to give you fair warning. You have to be very forgiving of me this evening. Our Mr. Riley Mask not with us tonight, going into work here at 7 o'clock, so I'm going to be doing my best to keep the books while keeping you informed on the game. Of course, I sometimes get a little too distracted in what's happening to make marks in the scores book. The starting lineup here for the Lady Cardinals: number 1, Abby Kirkendall; number 12, Macy Walker; number 14, Mary Grace Stormont; number 24, Cassie Grimes; number 25, Raleigh Gwynn. That's the starting 5 for the Lady Cardinals. Now the starting lineup for your Lady Bears. Senior number 2, Ella Mask. Sophomore number 12, Emma Waddell. Sophomore number 21, Jessica Hughes. Junior number 22, Emmy Ferris. And sophomore number 24, Sadie Pearman. That's the starting 5 for your Lady Bears. Again, Mask, Ferris, Hughes, Pearman, and Waddell. Lady Bears coming into tonight's contest 1-0 in division play. They are 1 win away from a 500 overall record, needing to pick that up and keeping themselves even on the season. But 1-0 in the division after the win Friday against the Blue Devils of Boonville. Boys will not be playing tonight as the Belmont Cardinals boys team is quarantined, meaning there are no boys here to have played. You probably caught the JV girls game and noticed there wasn't a boys game. That also being the same reason. Lady Cardinals will pick up the ball here to begin, and they'll get it out to the left side over and across to Grimes. Grimes going to cut it loose there to Stormont. Back out around the Cardinals, working heavy around the top. Over to Gwynn. Gwynn back up top and over to Kirkendall. She grabs it over on the left wing, pulls it inside. They'll kick it out to number 14, Stormont. Drive around deep to the corner. Looking under the goal, there's Gwynn. She goes to the goal, up, no good. A rebound by Stormont. Tries for the shot after, and there's going to be a foul called on the rebound. Looks like that's going to be on the Lady Cardinals. They'll take the first one of the evening. Number 24, Cassie Grimes. And the Bears look to get it in. They'll find Jessica Hughes. Double man trap, and the Cardinals putting the pressure on early. Hughes out to Pearman. Pearman up on the shot. The basket's good right there for number 24, Sadie Pearman. She'll take the first points of the ball game. And the Lady Bears will walk ahead 2-0, 7:15 to go, or a little less, 7:15 to go in the first. Out to Gwynn over in the corner. She'll move it around. Find Kirkendall. Kirkendall across to Walker. Walker outside, and the shot for 3's up and away, and Gwynn will grab the basket. And the Belmont Cardinals will go ahead 3-2. And Mask going to get the inbound pass. Look to Sadie Pearman. Pearman grabs the ball, and a foul call. Looks like that. Excuse me, rather they're going to call a walk there, looks like, on Sadie Pearman, and the Cardinals will take it over. And the pass is down low to Abby Kirkendall. She'll pick it up in the right corner, move it up to the wing. Over across there, the shot up, no good by Grimes. Ball's on the floor. It will be a jump ball, and the Bears will take it. Number 2, Ella Mask, trying to rip that ball out of their hands there, grabbing it up for the Bears. Emma Waddell steps across the line. She throws it in, finds Mask on the pass. Mask going to try to come down the floor. She's got some heavy pressure on her, needing to get it loose. She'll find Pearman. Pearman there to the wing. Steps back for 3. The ball's away. No good. And on the floor, looks like Emma Waddell's going to pick it up. Over to Jessica Hughes. Hughes up and in. She grabs it, puts it down. Waddell there on the offensive rebound, and Hughes with the points. And the pass across to number 25, Gwynn. Gwynn comes around. She'll pass away to Stormont. At the top of the key, she's moving left. Finds Kirkendall, the shot for 3's up and away, no good. And the rebound made by Grimes. Grimes pulls it away, finds Kirkendall at the top of the key. She steps back towards the circle. She's looking around, trying to get the ball across. She's going to take it over to Gwen. Gwen out to Stormont, there in the left corner. Pull back and away. Down the floor goes Stormont, outside to Kirkendall. The shot for three is up and out, no good. The rebound by Grimes. Ball is in the air again, off the hand of a Cardinal, and the Bears will take it over. Emma Waddell going to tie her shoe. It came undone. She's outside the baseline looking to get it tied. Up and at him she goes. She walks away, gets the inbound to Jessica Hughes. Hughes out to the right side. Ball still in the backcourt, pass to Mask. She's looking to get it back. Finds Waddell. Waddell to Perriman at the top of the key. Perriman pulls it away. Goes to Mask on the left wing. Tries to send the long ball under the goal. Jessica Hughes goes up to catch it. Ball's a little high. She knocks it down. Cardinal takes it. Down the floor they go, and a foul called on number 24, Sadie Perriman. That'll be her first foul of the evening. And that will put number 14, Mary Grace Stormont, to the free throw line. First shot's up and good. And it will be a tied ball game here, 4-4 here in the Bears' Den, as the Cardinals remain at the free throw line to shoot one more. Stormont at the line again, goes up and good. The Cardinals take a 1-point lead. 5-4 with 5:12 to go in the first. Pass to Perriman. Perriman to Mass, picks it up on the circle. Drives it down the lane, kicks it away, tries to find Ferris. Ferris off the ground, picks it up, goes out to Perriman. Perriman back to Mask, into Waddell. Waddell over to Hughes. Mask at the top of the key, out to Ferris. The shot for three is up in the air, and good. She'll drop it in, find the basket, and the Bears recapture the lead. So far, the Bears are shooting at 100%. Hughes and Perriman both 1 for 1 inside the paint. And Ferris with the only points outside the key. 7-5, the Bears lead with 4:35 to go in the first. Out to the left side, they'll find it away to Walker. Walker kicks it around to Stormont and there to Gwen. Gwen moves it around. Ball off the work here. Over to Kirkendall. She'll pull in the elbow. Back it away. And the Belmont Cardinals continuing to pass the ball around here. Bears trying to stay on them defensively, of course, wanting to keep the hands away. They don't want to get the fouls called, but they want to keep the pressure on them. Keep the ball outside as much as possible. Shot for three, long and away, no good. Mask on the rebound. Down the floor. She's trying to get the pass across. It's going to be knocked off by Stormont. And it's taken. Down the floor she goes up, Emma Waddell on the block and the steal. She pulls it down for the Lady Bears and is immediately fouled. The foul going to be called on number 4, Stormont. And the Bears get the inbound. Waddell to Perriman. Perriman to Waddell and away to Hughes, far on the side. She grabs it over the center line, goes back to Hughes. Hughes trying to back off. She'll find Perriman. Perriman comes through the circle. And a jump ball going to be called. 2 Lady Cardinals trying to put that pressure quick and early on Perriman. She's looking to get the ball away, but that contact right there off the slap. Going to see the whistle blown, and the Cardinals take it on the turnover. Ball out to Gwen. Gwen comes around to Stormont in the right corner. She'll pull through. Outside to Kirkendall, the ball for threes. Up, no good. And it's out of bounds off the hand of a Belmont Cardinal. The Lady Bears will have it. Emma Waddell steps out to throw it in. 3:18 to go in the first. 7-5, Bears lead by 2. Ball to Sadie Perriman. Perriman stops. She gets it out to Waddell. Still in the backcourt. They'll make the bounce pass away to Hughes. Running the same play as before, trying to work it off this time. Under the goal to Waddell, goes up for the basket. Ball is going to be knocked down, and so is Waddell. No fouls called. Contact not on Waddell, rather on the ball. They'll take it to the basket, go up, and put it in. Tie the ball game up, the Belmont Cardinals. Waddell to Hughes. Hughes grabs it in the top right corner, goes away to Perriman. Perriman to Ferris in the left side. She's going to pull through. Stop up here in the top high corner, kicking the ball, foul called on Stormont. And the ball will come outside to be thrown in. 2:35 to go in the first. You're listening to ACHS Paul Talk right here as our Lady Bears tied with the Lady Cardinals 7-7. Darby Oaks checks in. She comes in for Waddell. Ball away to Hughes. Hughes on the right wing. And she'll try to get the pass away. Stormont takes it for a steal. Down the floor she goes, up on the basket, no good. Mask with two hands in the air keeps it from going in. But a rebound and a putback scored by the Cardinals. They'll regain the lead. Timeout called by Coach Wood as the pass was intended for Mask. It was not to her, right in the place it needed to be. And Coach Wood saw it was happening, didn't want to risk the steal. Calls the timeout. 9-7, Belmont with the 2-point lead. 2:17 to go here in period number 1. I'm Bear broadcaster John Mask. You're listening to ACHS Paul Talk. Darby Oaks on the high ball, looking for Sadie Pearman. She knocks it down. Kirkendall takes it for the Cardinals. Down the floor, and the Cardinals grab it. Pull it outside. The pass to Walker. Macy Walker out to Kirkendall. She's out from the right wing. She's going to drive it up top to the key through the circle. Back across to Gwen. Gwen over to Kirkendall. Inside to Walker and back out to Stormont. Grabs it from the corner. And there's going to be a travel called on Stormont deep in the left corner. Bears will take it over. Darby Oaks inside to Sadie Pearman. Here in the backcourt, Pearman back out to Oaks. Oaks across to Pearman. Gets it over center. High and around to Oaks. Oaks looking for the pass. She'll find Hughes. Hughes with the assistance to Pearman from the free throw line. No good. Ball grabbed up by Macy Walker on the rebound. Down the floor she goes. The pass out to Gwen. Gwen inside to number 24, Grimes. The shot will be blocked and fouled. And the Cardinals headed to the free throw line. First shot's up and short. No good for the Cardinals. 1:27 remains in the first period of play. Second shot's up and good. And the Cardinals take a 3-point lead. 10-7. As the inbound to Sadie Pearman's back across to Oaks. Oaks to Hughes. Hughes high and away to Pearman. Hughes going to grab it back on the pass. She'll move inside. A foul called. It's a push. And it's on the Cardinals. It'll be their third for the evening. 1:16 to go in the first. Number 24, Cassie Grimes with her second. Pearman steps out to throw it in. Looking on the inbound. And the ball's going to be knocked off of the foot of a Lady Bear and out of bounds after the inbound. And the Cardinals take it over. Coach Wood upset. Telling them, grab the ball when you get it thrown in. Out to Kirkendall over on the right side. Finds Maisie Walker there. From the free throw line, shots up and good. She'll grab those 2 points. 12-7 now the score. Bears trail by 5. Mask down the floor. Sends the long pass out to Hughes. Hughes to Oaks. Oaks to Mask. High in the air. She grabs it. Out to Pearman. Pearman to Ferris and back out to Mask. Up for 3. No good. The rebound by Hughes. Failure on the putback. And this time, Belmont comes down with the ball. Kirkendall to Walker. And a blocking foul called on Darby Oaks. Shifting feet. And falling on the ground. Wasn't on the floor call. The first for Oaks, and the third for the Lady Bears. Macy Walker for 3, high and away, no good. Off the hand of Kirkendall and out of bounds. Oaks steps out to throw it in. The Lady Bears will have it. 12-7, 25 seconds to go in the first. And Oaks gets the ball into Mask. Mask approaching the center line. Finds Pearman. Pearman on the left wing. Pulls it across. Over to Oaks. Oaks to Pearman under the goal. The basket scores. And the assist going to be there by Jessica Hughes from up top. Walker down the floor, goes high and away. The basket scores right from the top of the elbow as the conclusion of the first comes through. 14-9 at the end of one. The Belmont Cardinals lead the Lady Bears by 5. We've played 8 minutes of basketball here at Alcorn Central High School. You're listening to Bear broadcaster John Mask right here on ACHS Paul Talk. Just a reminder, there is no boys game this evening as the Belmont Cardinals varsity and junior varsity boys teams are both in quarantine right now, so no boys games to enjoy tonight. Thursday's game against Kossuth has been postponed. Kossuth is experiencing an extreme number of COVID cases and a rise outside on the west side of the county. They have elected to postpone Thursday's events to a later date. And we're still on for Saturday, however. As far as I know, Amory will be headed down to Monroe County to see the Panthers. And that game you'll be able to catch on ACHS Paul Talk, so check in right there with us. Be watching our Facebook and Twitter pages for Alcorn Central High School, and check out ACHS Paul Talk on Twitter. We'll have links available there and time and score updates as much as possible. Bears start second in the ball, have it stolen. Cardinals take it down. Macy Walker puts it in, grabs the foul, headed to the free throw line. And that's going to be on number 24, Sadie Pearman, her second. Macy Walker scores the basket, and they'll take the 8-point lead, 17-9. Over to Emma Waddell. Waddell to Mask. Mask across to Pearman over on the right side. Under the goal to Hughes, goes up. And a foul on the basket. She'll be headed to the free throw line. Basket's high and good. For the free throw, Jessica Hughes grabs the first. Second one's up and in. And she'll be 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Puts 2 more on the boards for the Bears. 17-11. Abby Kirkendall grabs it in the corner. Pulls it away for Belmont. Up high to the key. Out and around, she'll find Stormont. Ball's going to be knocked down by Waddell. The Cardinals keep it. Over to number 1, Kirkendall. Grabs it on the right wing. Looks low. She'll find Hughes. Hughes back across. Ball to Gwynn. Gwynn to Stormont. Trying to find inside to Walker. Kirkendall grabs it from the elbow. Pulls it around. Over to Gwynn. She'll take it down low. Shots up and a foul called. And that's going to put number 25, Riley Gwynn, to the free throw line. Emma Waddell takes her first foul of the evening. Lady Bears with 5 so far. Second shot's up and good. 18-11 now the score with 6:58 to go in the second. Ella Mask grabs the inbound pass, headed down the right side, gets it high away to Pearman. Pearman trying to get it to Jessica Hughes. It's knocked away. We've got to be working on our passes, making sure we can get them into the open receiver. Shot up for 3, no good by Belmont. Ella Mask grabs it on the rebound, gets it away to Sadie Pearman. Pearman down the floor. Pulls up on the jumper. Basket's short, no good, and a rebound by the Belmont Cardinals. Down to Walker. Walker to Storm. It puts the basket up, no good. And the ball's going to be out of bounds. Looks like the Bears will see that off their fingertips, and the Cardinals will grab it. Number 25, Riley Gwynn to get the inbound. Gets it high to Abby Kirkendall. She's met quickly by Emmy Ferris. Ferris pulls away, over to Mask. Mask across. Trying to follow the ball. They'll get the ball out to number 20, that is, Brooklyn Hodem, and she'll put a 3 up in the air from the right corner. Drop it for the Belmont Cardinals. Mask on the ball across to Hughes. Hughes Over to Mask at the top of the key. She has to jump high and in the air to grab it. Over to Oaks. Oaks to Ferris. Ferris to Oaks. Down the floor. Up and good. Darby Oaks grabs that basket for the Lady Bears. 21-13, 5:45 to go. Ball's away to Gwynn. Gwynn out to Kirkendall up top. Mask on the tip away. And the Cardinals grab it up. Across to Kirkendall. Over to Hodem deep in the right corner. She'll pull it away. Out to Gwynn. And the Cardinals continuing to move the ball around. Over to Storman on the left side. Pulls off the wing, trying to drive the baseline. She pulls it out. She's met quickly by Jessica Hughes and gives no other option. Go down on the goal. Shots up, no good. Hughes grabs the rebound. Away to Mask. Mask to Ferris. She'll pick it up in the front court, take it to the wing, pull it back. Send it to Mask in the center circle. Mask to Oaks. The shot from the free throw line is no good. She tries to fight for herself, and a foul going to be called on the Belmont Cardinals. Number 41, Darby Oaks, goes up to grab the ball, and she's trampled from behind. And the Bears will step out to throw it in. Darby Oaks gives it to Emmy Ferris, high in the right corner. Ferris to Perriman at the top of the key. Away to Mask over on the left side. Mask gives the handoff there to Perriman. On her left, way to Oaks. Oaks tries to give it to Mask. It's taken up by Macy Walker. Down the floor she goes, points high. And she'll grab the basket. 23-13, Bears trail by 10 with 4.5 to go in the second. Ella Mask down the floor. Out to the top of the key. She's looking to get the ball away. She'll find it across to Sadie Perriman over on the right side, and then to Darby Oaks. Oaks to Hughes. Hughes back up to Ferris. Ferris needing a little assistance, trying to get the ball away before the 5 count starts. Across to Perriman. Perriman over to Mask. Mask driving out to the right. Mask out to the wing. Still in control. She'll finally make the pass to Ferris. Ferris to Perriman. Perriman to Mask. Up the top of the key, tries to drive the lane, goes up for the shot, and the basket scores. In 3-man in contention, she still puts it in. Ella Mask with her first points on the evening. Abby Kirkendall away to Hodem. Hodem pulls off the wing, passes back out to Kirkendall. Out to Gwynn. And the Cardinals continuing to move things around here. They'll find Stormont down on the left side. She goes high. Shot is a little short. Ball's on the floor. Sadie Perriman grabs it. And the ball going to be knocked out of bounds by Gwynn. The Bears will keep it. 23-15. Checking in for Darby Oaks is number 12, Emma Waddell. Waddell to Mask on the inbound pass. Over the center line she comes. Over to Ferris on the left side. Ferris finds Hughes up top. Hughes trying to find a man opening down low, but the pressure's too hard. She'll find Ferris over to the right wing, and the Bears keep it high. Mask picks it up, looking to go inside, goes up for the granny shot. No good. A rebound by Jessica Hughes, and the jump ball called. And the Cardinals will grab it on the jump ball. Down the floor comes Kirkendall, and away to Stormont. Under the goal to Macy Walker. She'll grab it outside the block, pass it away. Over to Hodem in the right corner where it ends up. Back over to Hodem. Hodem comes off the block. Away to Stormont. Stormont to Gwynn. Outside to Kirkendall. The ball for 3. Up and good. They're paying a lot of attention on the movement inside the paint. They'll work it across, and they'll try to drive some men inside. And what they're trying to do is to drop the defenders away. And every time the Bears are falling into the trap, they're funneling it down low, and they're leaving that guard open outside. And she's killing the lights out of it. So you've got to key in on the bait and switch there, and you've got to get to the shooter and stay on top of it. Under the goal to Hughes. She's trying to go up for the shot. She will be fouled. And headed to the free throw line to shoot some shots. 26-15, the Cardinals take their greatest lead of the evening. With 11 points, they stand ahead of the Bears. Number 21, Jessica Hughes, at the free throw line. First shot's up and good. 1:58 to go in the second period. Second shot's up and good as well. Jessica Hughes 4 for 4 at the free throw line. And the Bears only trail by 9, 26-17 a minute, 53 to go in the second. Ball away to Macy Walker. Under the goal to storm it. Shots up and good. Emma Waddell looks to give it in. She finds Ella Mask. With less than a minute 40 to go, Mask crosses the center line. Over to Sadie Perriman. Perriman out to the right wing, trying to pull it around. Having a little trouble, ball's on the ground. And the Cardinals going to steal it straight from the hands of Sadie Perriman. Pull it away, go Storm it. Storming out to Hodem, the shot for three is a little short. On the floor, Kirkendall grabs the rebound at the top of the key, and the Belmont Cardinals go again. Hodem for three. Basket short once more. She grabs her own rebound, takes it inside the paint, puts it in for two. Waddell on the inbound to Mask, needing to score some points here. A three-point basket would put only a 10-point deficit. Out to Emmy Ferris. Ferris on the left wing. A lot of heavy and quick pressure put on by the Cardinals, the Bears, trying to drop the defenders, but just not having much luck. Over to Jessica Hughes. Hughes to Ferris with a pass outside. She has to pull it in. Ferris over to Mask on the right wing. Pulls up top to Ferris. Back away to Hughes. Hughes off to Perriman up top. She tries to drive down the lane, goes up for the basket. It's no good. And down the floor comes Kirkendall, away to Walker. Walker loses it above her head and the travel called. And the Bears give it in. 24 seconds to go. Emma Waddell to Ella Mask. The Bears, when they come down the floor, they use a lot of time up because they're trying to pass. And then when they finally get it to an open man, they have struggled getting it in. A travel call to number 24, Sadie Perriman at the top of the key. And the Cardinals will take over with 11.4 seconds to go. Elkhorn Central trails 30-17. Olivia Walker checks in for Sadie Perriman. Macy Walker lets the ball roll as long as she can. Takes it down the left side, goes up for the basket, and it scores. And that's going to be 4.9 seconds to remain. Here in the second period, Macy Walker scores her 2,000th point, reason the game stopped there. 32-17 the score here as Ella Mask grabs the inbound pass. 2 seconds to go, she steps back far away for the basket, no good. And that'll take us into halftime. Elkhorn Central 17 to Belmont 32. The Bears were able to score 8 points in the second period, one less than they were able to pick up in the first, and the Cardinals outscored themselves in the second period. They had picked up 14 in the first, and they were able to pull a total of 18 in the second period. The Bears walking into halftime down by a score of 32-17. Points coming by way 1 for 2 is Ella Mask inside the paint. Emmy Ferris is 1 for 1 outside the key. 1 for 3 is Jessica Hughes inside the paint. 2 for 4, Sadie Perriman. 0 for 1, Emma Waddell. And 1 for 1, Darby Oakes. The only Lady Bear to reach the free throw line tonight is number 21, Jessica Hughes. She is shooting 100%, 4 for 4 at the free throw line tonight. The Lady Bears trail the Cardinals 32-17. We're live tonight from the Bears Den. I'm Bear broadcaster John Mask. We'll be back with more Lady Bear basketball here soon. Stay with us. I'm not going anywhere, and I hope you don't either. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have more Lady Bear basketball here in about 3 minutes on some odd seconds. And we'll get that underway just as soon as they get back out to the floor. 32-17 the score at the end of 2. The Lady Bears just struggling a little bit on possession, getting the ball down the floor, working the pass off, and finding an open shot. The Bears have taken some shots, just not as many to give themselves an opportunity to score some more. They are trying to work hard on defense, trying to keep the ball handler with pressure on top of them. They're wanting to meet them early at the center line, keep that man on top of them, try to spread the floor out, and keep a guard on every single man because the Belmont Cardinals are known for their lights-out shooting, especially outside, so you've got to keep an eye on that. You've got to watch, and you've got to drive off of there. Now, what we've seen a lot, the way that they work the ball, they want to get it to the free throw line, they kick it back out, move it out to the left. And every time they pull it to the free throw line, they draw a defender off, and it funnels a Lady Bear deep down low and puts a 2-on-1 situation, meaning it leaves a guard open outside for the Cardinals. And they've been maximizing from that shot, both in the right corner and off the left wing. So the Bears need to make sure they're keying in on that. They're going over there, they're reaching and grabbing that shooter and keeping the shot count to a minimum. 32-17, we'll be back with more Lady Bear basketball here in less than 2 minutes. You're listening to Bear broadcaster John Mask. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're live tonight from the Bears Den as our Lady Bears take on the Lady Cardinals of Belmont High School. I'm Bear broadcaster John Mask with less than 30 seconds to go here at the start of the third. The Lady Bears trail the Cardinals 32-17 in what's been a pretty decent ball game. The score doesn't necessarily reflect the amount of effort that's been put to the floor tonight, but the Bears do trail by 15 here as they approach the start of the third period. Alcorn Central will have the ball. Emma Waddell steps out to throw it in to Ella Mask. And things are underway here at Alcorn Central. 32-17 as the clock starts counting away. Ella Mask makes the pass to Jessica Hughes over on the left side. Hughes stands there above the wing. Comes around and finds Perriman at the top of the key. Perriman trying to get it off to the left. Out to Mask, down the floor, up and good on the basket. Ella Mask grabs those 2 points, the first to score here in the half. As the clock looks 7:35 and the Cardinals put the play in motion. Storman on the floor, the ball is knocked down, and she'll pick it up, send it outside. Gwen to Walker at the top of the key. Back out to Gwen. She'll move it across to Kirkendall. Back around to Walker from the left wing. Pulls up from the block, the shot, no good, and a rebound by Ella Mask. She pulls that one down, moves it down the right side of the floor, stops at the wing, out to Emmy Ferris. Ferris comes off the block. Gets the pass away to Mask on the wing. Mask tries to find Hughes down low. Hughes can't open up in time. Emma Waddell comes to the assistance. Mask goes for the pass. Waddell loses it in the passing lane. The Cardinal takes it down the floor. Gets it under the goal to Riley Gwynn. She puts it in for 2. 34-19. It's been a two-man response here by the Cardinals. 6:43 to go in the third. Out to Jessica Hughes, and straight from her hands, Macy Walker grabs it for a steal. And the Belmont Cardinals take control. Over to Abby Kirkendall at the top of the key. And she'll cut it out loose. Find Mary Grace Storman.
Storming across. From the top of the key, Walker moves it around to Kirkendall. Kirkendall out to Gwynn. They'll kick it around to Grimes, and she'll grab it on the 15-footer from outside, just above the baseline. 36-19, 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Mask out to Perriman on the left wing. She pulls it away. Pass going to be knocked on the ground, picked up by number 21, Jessica Hughes, and she'll pass it across to Waddell. Waddell to Mask at the top of the key. She's looking left and right, trying to drive across. Finds Emmy Ferris up high. Ferris at the top of the key. Away to Hughes. Hughes to Mask. Going to drive the paint. Lose the ball inside. And the Belmont Cardinals take over. Kirkendall. Down the floor. The pass to Stormont. Stormont in the corner. Grabs Grimes. Grimes under the goal to Stormont. And the basket scores. Emma Waddell to Ella Mask. Mask gets the pass across to Hughes over on the right. Hughes to Perriman. The shot for the top of the three, no good. Ella Mask on the rebound. Goes back for the three. Basket's incomplete. And the Lady Bears see the Cardinals take it on the rebound. Down the floor they come. A foul going to be called there on the floor off the rebound. And it's going to be on number 25, Raleigh Gwynn of the Belmont Cardinals. The first of the half here for Belmont, the second for Gwynn. Bears take over. Mask down the floor, out to the right wing. Pass to Emmy Ferris, and the shot for threes. Up, no good. And the ball loose on the ground, picked up by Macy Walker. Down the right side. Pass away, and a steal by Mask. Mask going to drive away on the fast break. Go up for the basket, no good. And the Belmont Cardinals take it over. Macy Walker down the floor. Foul called on the shot. Headed to the free throw lines, number 12, Macy Walker. Blocking foul called on number 41, Darby Oaks, her second. First shot's up and good by Walker. Second shot's up and good as well. 40-19, Darby Oaks on the inbound to Sadie Perriman. And head coach Alan Wood takes timeout for the Lady Bears. 4:27 remains in the third. The Lady Bears trail the Cardinals of Belmont 40-19. Bears only able to score 2 so far in the 3 minutes and 33 seconds they've been able to play. And the Cardinals have been able to put up 8. So to a 4-point multiple, the Cardinals outscoring the Bears so far in the third period. The Bears need to find their baskets quick to get themselves back in the ballgame. 40-19, 4:27 to go in the third. Don't forget, no boys action tonight. The Belmont boys team is quarantined and unable to make it tonight, so the boys will postpone that ball game to a later date. Thursday's events have been postponed as well. No games against Kossuth. Sadie Perriman takes it from the block, goes up on the shot. It's blocked. She grabs her own rebound. Passes away to Ella Mask. Mask to Ferris. Ferris back out to Mask on the right wing. Going to drive the paint, go up for the basket. No good. Tries to grab her own rebound, comes up unsuccessful. Macy Walker down the floor, out to Abby Kirkendall. Kirkendall back out to Walker. Pulls out from the left block. And the ball going to be off the hands of number 41, Darby Oaks, trying to put her hands in there and knock it out in the area. She does well, gets it out of their hands. But the Cardinals will keep it here. Ball up to Stormont at the top of the key. Over to number 12, Macy Walker. Walker across the Stormont. The shot for threes. High and away, no good. A rebound by Sadie Perriman. Perriman down the floor, off to the right side. Pulls in from the wing. Out to Ella Mask. Mask goes to Jessica Hughes. And a foul going to be called on Macy Walker. A push as she shoves out Jessica Hughes out of bounds. Walker grabs her second, team second in the half. And the Bears step out to throw it in. Ball to number 2, Ella Mask on the inbound. She grabs it at the right wing. Gets the pass out to Jessica Hughes, and it's stolen straight from her hands. And the Cardinals go down the floor. Storm it. Mask on the steal. Down the floor she comes. Breaks up on the shot. It's no good. It'll be off the hand of a Belmont Cardinal. Mask, every time she's went down the lane, she's been under 3 men pressure going up on the shot, as have most Bears when they go into the lane. It's been hard to get that shot up. And the basket will score there from the Belmont Cardinals. 43-19, 2:35 to go. Mask at the top of the key. Gets the pass across Darby Oaks. Oaks to Pearman. Pearman for 3. It's up, no good. And a rebound there by Hodum. Hodum across to Storm it. The shot for 3. Up and good. The Lady Cardinals set up a screen, drew the defender away, and kept her open. They have been executing a solid offense all night long, and the Bears' defense has just not been able to get on top of it and key in on the situation. Mask steps back from the jumper at the free throw line. No good. Macy Walker for the Cardinals gets the pass across to Kirkendall. Kirkendall out to Storm it. Away to Abby Kirkendall and under the goal to Macy Walker. She drops back, steps in, and on the spin grabs the points. 48-19. The inbound to Mask. Mask through the center. The pass to Emmy Ferris over on the left wing. Ferris to Pearman. Pearman over to Darby Oaks. Oaks across to Jessica Hughes at the top of the key. Comes out to the right side. Looking to make an open shot for a pass. And a steal again by Macy Walker. Straight from Jessica Pearman. Or excuse me, Jessica Hughes rather. And down the floor go the Cardinals. Open under the goal stands number 20. Brooklyn Hodum, she puts it in for 2. And the Cardinals take a 31-point lead, 50-19, with less than 50 seconds to go here in the third period. Jessica Hughes out to Emmy Ferris on the right side. Way to Sadie Pearman. She goes high for 3 at the top of the key. No good. Mask trying to grab the rebound. It looks like there might be a technical called on the floor. Technical violation on number 41, Darby Oaks. And that's going to put the Belmont Cardinals to the free throw line. Still trying to figure out exactly what they called it on. First shot's up and good by the Belmont Cardinals, Macy Walker at the free throw line. Second shot scores, and the Lady Bears will see the Cardinals get the inbound. Walker out to the top of the key, over to number 25, Gwen. Gwen pulls it around. Mask trying to knock off on the steal. She knocks it out of bounds. 26.9 seconds to go. 52-19. Walker gets the inbound to Gwen. Gwen over center, out to the right side. Pulls off the wing. The pass to number 5, Hughes. Hughes back out to Gwen. She'll take it out to the left side. Go out to Hodum. Hodum looks for the shot. Decides to kick it out to the right. Comes across to Hughes. Hughes moves it around. Cardinals back to Hodum. Under the goal to Walker. Shots up and scores. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third, 54-19. The Bears only scored 2 points in the third period. The Cardinals scored 22. 54-19 at the end of 3. The Lady Cardinals had the lead to the Lady Bears. Bears were only able to score 2 points in the third period. Hopefully the fourth will come a lot easier to them. And the Lady Cardinals will take it here to begin the fourth. Ball's away up to Grimes. Grimes across to Walker. She grabs it. Pulls it off the elbow. Takes it out to the wing. Kicks it up top to Hodem. Hodem around. Hodem back out to Hughes. Hughes down low to Grimes. The shot for through is good. And the jumper will score there for Grimes. Ella Mask down the floor for the Bears. Out to Jessica Hughes. Hughes over to Olivia Walker, who grabs it at the top of the key. Walker going to pull it out to Emmy Ferris. Ferris over to Mask, the basket for threes, up no good. And a rebound by Grimes. She grabs it on the ground, keeps the dribble going, and the Cardinals keep it alive. Out to Olivia Walker, out to Macy Walker. Walker goes under the goal to Gwen. She goes up for the shot, and a foul called on number 12, Emma Waddell. That'll be her second. Team third in the half. And that's going to put the Belmont Cardinals to the free throw line. Number 25 makes her first shot. And Allie Grace Kirkland checks in for Emma Waddell. Second basket scores. And now the Belmont Cardinals with a 58-19 lead to the Lady Bears. Mask out to the right wing. Pass across to Allie Grace Kirkland at the top of the key. Over to Jessica Hughes. Hughes away to Ferris. Ferris out to Mask on the left side. Going to try to drive the goal. She's fouled, headed inside, and she'll be headed to the free throw line. This will be the first time a Lady Bear other than Jessica Hughes has made it to the free throw line tonight. Ella Mask to shoot for two. First shot's up and no good. Second shot's up and good. And down the floor comes the Lady Cardinals. Number 25, Gwen, out to the top of the key. Kicks away to Storm it. The shot for threes up no good. Jessica Hughes on the rebound. Pass across to Ella Mask. Mask down the floor. Over to Emmy Ferris. Ferris grabs it, pulls it away. Out to Jessica Hughes. Hughes under the goal to Mask. She goes up for the shot. It's knocked down and incomplete. Under the goal to Hughes. The shot's good for the Belmont Cardinals. And they'll take the 40-point lead, the greatest of tonight, 60-20. The Bears have only scored 1 point in the fourth period so far. Out to Emmy Ferris. Ferris to Hughes. Above the top of the key, she kicks it over to Olivia Walker. Walker comes off the wing. The pass to Mask. Mask for three. The basket's no good. And the ball out of bounds on the Lady Cardinals. The Bears will have it. Olivia Walker on the inbound. Mask grabs it from the wing, goes up for three, and drops it in. She'll make that basket. And Mask so far the only Lady Bear to score in the second half. She's got a total of 6 so far this half. Over to Clarissa Hughes, or Cheyenne Hughes rather. Under the goal, and Allie Grace Kirkland on a steal. She pulls it away. The pass to Emmy Ferris. Down the left side come the Lady Bears. After the turnover, out to Olivia Walker on the left wing. To Mask up top, the shot for three. The basket's no good. Jessica Hughes going to grab it on the rebound. She's going to throw it back in. It's going to hit number 14, Mary Grace Stormont, and fall back out of bounds. The Bears will keep it. Good move by Jessica Hughes. Allie Grace Kirkland looking for the inbound, and she throws it to Mask before she's ready. Hits her in the face. Falls out of bounds. No good. And the Cardinals take it over. Ball in to storm it. Back out. Number 24, Grimes. Mask going to jump away on the steal. Headed down the lane. And she will be fouled on the approach, do a backflip, jump up, and head to the free throw line. First shot's up and good by Mask. Second shot's up and no good by Mask. She is 2 for 4 at the free throw line. A foul called on number 21, Jessica Hughes, on the inbound. And coming in for Hughes will be number 33, Sarah Lancaster. That'll be Hughes first. Olivia Walker going to try and jump up and grab the tip. Pushing for the Cardinals to keep moving it around. And they'll get the pass down low. And it's too high and out of bounds. The Bears will take it over. 60-24. Mask with the only points so far for the Bears here in the second half. Out to Olivia Walker. The basket for three. High and away. It's good. She puts herself on the board. Ball out to storm it. The basket's no good. Grimes grabs the rebound, drives it down low, and puts it in. The Bears get it back inside. Kirkland to Mask. Mask over center. Down through the circle. Out to the top of the key. Moving out to the left side. The pass to Sarah Lancaster at the top of the key. Over to Sadie Pearman over on the left. Trying to find Ella Mask down low. She tries to save it on the inside. Gwen takes it. And a travel called on Gwen. She grabs it up high in the air, takes the steps forward, and the Cardinals will see the Bears take over. Allie Grace Kirkland to give on the inbound. Rather, number 21, Jessica Hughes, as she comes in for Kirkland. Ball into Pearman. Pearman back to Hughes. Away to Walker. The shot from the free throw line. No good. And the Cardinals take it down the floor. Storming in the corner. Pulls down the baseline. Kicks it away. Grimes pulls forward. Goes up. No good. And Sarah Lancaster saves it on the rebound. But it's into the hand of a Cardinal. And they'll put it in. No problem on the score. Ella Mask down the floor now for the Lady Bears. Out to the right side. Stops low at the wing. Pulls up for the shot for three. The basket's short. No good. Stormont grabs the rebound. And they'll get the pass across to Hodem. Hodem for three. The basket's no good. Ella Mask on the rebound. She's taking it for the fast break. Ball's knocked out of her hands on the ground. It's picked up by Sadie Pearman. Pearman to Hughes. The shot from the free throw line. No good. It's tipped off. Olivia Walker grabs the rebound, and a double dribble called on Walker. I don't believe that was a double dribble, but, you know, what can you do? Hodem gets the pass across for the Cardinals. She gets it back, goes down low. Cheyenne Hughes is open on the block, puts it in for two. Bears go Mask to Pearman. Pearman over on the right. Out to Emmy Ferris. Ferris across to Hughes. Drives the lane, goes up. The basket's no good. A rebound by the Cardinals with 1:45 to go here in the fourth. 66-27 the score. And make that 68. Cardinals go up and score the basket. Ella Mask down the floor. Out to the top of the key. Over to the right wing. Gets it across to Emmy Ferris. Ferris tries to drive the baseline. Looks to pass to Jessica Hughes. Hughes won't be there to pick it up, but Pearman goes to save it. Back out to Hughes, the basket for three. No good. Sarah Lancaster on the rebound. Cheyenne Hughes on the steal. Cardinals get the pass away, and Hodum will go up for the shot. It's broken up by Ferris. And out the hands of Ferris, the Cardinals get it inside to Grimes, and she goes in for two, grabs the basket. Mask down the floor, out to the right wing, over to Ferris. The shot for threes up, no good. And the Bears will have it knocked out of bounds, and the Cardinals will keep it here. Gwynn on the inbound, finds Hodum. Hodum back to Gwynn and back out to Hodum at the top of the key. Across to Storm at the shot. Up, no good. And a rebound by Sarah Lancaster. Lancaster over to Mask. Mask over to the top of the key. Pass across to Lancaster. The shot for two, up, no good. Sadie Pearman on the rebound. Away to Emmy Ferris. Basket's up and scores. It's Emmy Ferris' first two-point basket of the evening. And with 5.3 seconds to go, the Cardinals lose it out of bounds. The Bears will throw it in. Ella Mask to the right wing. Takes the shot up, it's blocked. And that will be the final. (70-29) to finish the ball game. At the end of one, it was 14-9. At the end of two, 32-17. At the end of three, 54-19. At the end of four, 70-29. The Lady Bears will fall to the Cardinals of Belmont, and that will put them 1-1 in division play. Let's take a look at some of our shooting stats tonight. Ella Mask was 2 for 10. Rather, make that 3 for 10 on two-point field goals, 1 for 3 on three-point field goals, and 1 for 4 on three-point field goals, and 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Emmy Ferris was 1 for 1 on two-point field goals, 1 for 2 on three-point field goals. Jessica Hughes was 1 for 5 inside the paint, and she was 0 for 2 outside the key, and she was 4 for 4 at the free throw line. 2 for 5, Sadie Pearman was outside, or inside the paint rather. She was 0 for 1 outside the key. Emma Waddell was 0 for 1 inside the paint. Darby Oaks was 1 for 2 inside the paint. And Olivia Walker was 0 for 1 inside the lane, but did pick up a three-point basket, and those were her only points on the evening. 70-29 the final score here live from the Bears Den. We will not be having boys basketball to follow as Belmont's in quarantine. We will see you on Saturday. Join us on ACHS Paul Talk as we head to Amory to see the Panthers there in Monroe County. It's been a pleasure with you tonight. I hope each and every one of you have a great evening, and you'll be back with us this coming Saturday as we take on Amory. Times will be posted soon. Check our Alcorn Central High School Facebook and Twitter page, as well as our ACHS page on Twitter. That's all for us here on behalf of the Lady Bear basketball team and Alcorn Central High School. I'm Bear broadcaster John Mask, wishing you a great evening and a better tomorrow.